Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed since last time. Bridgegate. First, I'd like to thank the office of petty thug / state chief executive Christie for threatening and exacting petty revenge on political rivals, thus giving me an excuse to make a Captain Renault reference in 2 consecutive videos in this series. And second, I'd like to say that I am shocked to find political corruption in the state of New Jersey. Senator wants to require SNAP recipients to show photo ID. Week before last, Republican Senator David Vitter introduced a bill that would require recipients of SNAP, that's the Federal Food Aid Program, more commonly referred to as food stamps, to show photo ID in order to purchase food using their SNAP benefits. The measure is intended, supposedly, to cut down on fraud. But SNAP is already one of the least abused federal programs. Fraud isn't really a problem, and the measure would almost certainly keep far more food out of the hands of legitimate SNAP recipients. Not that Vitter gives a fuck about that. Politicians don't make proposals like this in order to cut spending or prevent fraud. They do it to kick poor people in the teeth. The sick part is how many people are all too eager to cheer them on. Mike Huckabee. What an asshole. A few years ago, Mike Huckabee got his own show on Fox News Channel and decided, you know what? Fuck this likability shit. Being a horrible, backward-ass bigot looks like fun, and damn it, I won in. And look at him now! Why, just last week, he gave the keynote address at the Republican National Committee's winter meeting.
And if the Democrats want to insult the women of America by making them believe that they are helpless without Uncle Sugar coming in and providing for them a prescription each month for birth control because they cannot control their libido or their reproductive system without the help of the government, then so be it. Let us take that discussion all across America, because women are far more than the Democrats have played them to be, and women across America need to stand up and say, enough of that nonsense.
Leaving aside the racist implications of Uncle Sugar, since I'm sure that if I brought that up to him, Huckabee would pretend not to have any idea what I was talking about anyway. What is this Republican obsession with birth control? Why do they continue to fight this tooth and nail? And why do they continue to pretend as though President Obama wants to dispatch federal agents to pass out free birth control pills to the women of America? It's something to be covered by health insurance plans, no different than hundreds of other procedures and drugs. You know, the Affordable Care Act also mandates mammogram coverage. Is that Obama's scheme to feel everyone's boobs? Media's breathless Bieber babbling. I've managed to make it through these last several years with only a dim awareness of the existence of Justin Bieber. I've never listened to one of his songs. I've managed to avoid nearly all of his television appearances. I've lived life to the fullest in a Bieber-free universe. But apparently that's no longer an option, because he has reached the fucking up stage of his life / career, and the media must think that I really want to know about it. I mean, what else could explain why Bieber-related stories are to be found on virtually every newscast, even the ones whose names don't begin with an E in the shape of an exclamation point? Although I guess on the bright side, this must mean that we have finally solved every other problem in the world and there is just nothing else to report on. Right? Fox News presents Weekend at Benghazi's. On January 15th, the U.S. Senate Select Committee on Intelligence released its report on the Benghazi attacks. The committee found no evidence of wrongdoing on the behalf of the Obama administration related to the attacks. So how did Fox News Channel, the one outlet most responsible for trumping up the Benghazi scandal in the first place, respond? Instead of discussing the actual findings of the committee's investigation, Fox News anchors and contributors instead focused on a mysterious White House meeting wherein President Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, and Leon Panetta all agreed to cover up their complicity in allowing the attacks to happen. At least, that's the assumption. There's no evidence that that actually took place. Not that it matters over there at Fox, the only news organization where the revelation that the President of the United States did not participate in a conspiracy to hide the truth about the deaths of 4 Americans is treated as bad news. The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time.